everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, how are you? My name's Jade, but please call me Jelly. Today's video I'm going to start a new little series. I fancy a new little series. And basically I'm going to be teaching you some, I'm not really trained or have the knowledge, I guess, to really try and help people, but I'm going to try my best. Basically just give you some tips and tricks if you want to start your own YouTube channel. So today's series is going to be, I don't know what to call it. Maybe you guys can help me think of a name down below. I was going to call it YouTube 101, but I know there are some series on YouTube that already exist called that, so I don't want to obviously steal or copy. But I've got my laptop here today because I've written a few notes and I am quite forgetful, so I don't want to leave like any important information that I've written down out of this video. So if you want to follow along with my tips and tricks, then make sure to carry on watching. Okay, so the first thing, I'm just going to dive straight in, no dilly-dallying. I want to start off by talking about thumbnails. Like, the most important thing I think about having a YouTube channel is obviously creating your thumbnails, because you want it to be eye-catching. Obviously you want people to click on your video and it's going to be the thing that viewers are going to look at or see scrolling through YouTube, obviously on the homepage, or when they actually click on your channel they're going to see an archive of everything that you've uploaded, and obviously you want your thumbnails to then look consistent, eye-catching, colour coordinated, obviously because you want your channel to be your brand on a whole and represent not only you as a person, but obviously you as your brand. Your channel is, I say, your business. Obviously some of you guys just do it as a hobby, but if you're like me and obviously you want your YouTube to become a job, you want it to represent your brand and your business. So to help make your thumbnails look clean and consistent and concise, I try to make mine. Obviously if you look through my channel they're not always like that, and it depends on the kind of video that I've filmed, if it can sort of follow the theme, but I try and keep it based off of my favourite colour. For me, like yellows and greys represent me as a person, I feel like, and also because it is my favourite colour, those two colours rather are my favourite. I like them to represent JelliVlogs and my online persona as Jelly. I just like those colours, so that's why I chose them. So therefore, obviously looking at my YouTube banner, I've incorporated those colours, and also throughout my channel most recently, because obviously I'm still learning. I still take like advice from other YouTubers, so most recently I guess I'm trying to follow a colour scheme, but I still think my thumbnails on a whole do look good as a collective and represent me and my brand and JelliVlogs quite well. If you don't want to keep to like a colour scheme, then my next bit of advice would be to try and take something out of each thumbnail that you can also make concise. I keep using that word, I'm sorry, I can't think of any other word to use. But yeah, as you can see from my channel, not going from like the colours, only recently started going from like yellow kind of colours, and but scrolling down you can see they still look good on a whole because I use little bits in every single like thumbnail. For example, I use emojis, and I think emojis are quite eye-catching. They're quite good for, I was going to say younger viewers, but not really, because anyone can use emojis. Like, emojis aren't ageist. I still think they're cute, they're eye-catching. There's so many emojis that obviously you can use, so depending on what kind of video you've made, a don't laugh or like laugh challenge video, obviously the laughing emoji. If you want like a bit of clickbait here and there, like the shocked face emoji is a quite good one to use. And again, there's so many emojis that you can use that can link to the content that you have in that specific video. I definitely like to use emojis in mine. And also one of my, I guess, best pieces of advice that'll make your channel and your videos more clickable, there's like a facial recognition, I guess, feature on YouTube, because the statistics are that your videos are more likely to get clicked on if your video has a face in it. More importantly, your face. So basically my piece of advice is, if you are in the video that you filmed, make sure you yourself are in the thumbnail. It's so important. Obviously if it's like a podcast or like a vlog and you don't really show your face, then that's fine. You can use obviously pictures and whatever sort of thing you're going for that thumbnail. But if you are in the video, like this video for example, I am in it, hello. So therefore I am going to like take a screenshot or like a separate picture. Yeah, if you were in the video, like I said, I'm in this video, so therefore I'm gonna like take a screenshot later when I edit, or a separate photo on my phone camera, and to try and capture like the gist. Obviously this is just like a chatty sit down video, so I'm not gonna probably do too much editing to the thumbnail. My previous video was a like Q&A sort of video, so there was some like funny and weird questions in there, so obviously I chose emojis or text and reactions like my own face that fit the theme of that video. So yeah, just make sure your face is in the thumbnail if it's in the video. And that'll definitely make like the algorithm work in your favour. My next piece of advice, again going on from thumbnails, is the text in your thumbnails. It's very important, again with making sure all your videos correlate and look the same. It's good to use like similar text throughout. I mean, you don't have to use the same text all the time, but it probably will work in your favour if you use similar text. I'll probably do like a separate video on this if you'd like, how to actually like edit and create thumbnails. Again, I'm not that great at it, but I try, and it's just a bit of fun. I can sort of teach you, not even teach you, just show you what I do. I don't feel like I'm in a position to teach anyone anything. But I can just show you what I do if you happen to enjoy. Oh, that was my ankle, did you hear that? If you happen to enjoy the thumbnails that I create, I can do like a separate video on that, so let me know in the comments below. Basically, in the description, I'm going to leave a link to a template that you can use for your thumbnails. When using text, try not to, I call it like the no-no area. And basically the no-no area, this is my no-no square. Basically the no-no area is where, I don't know where it would be, here. Will it be? No, it will be here. The timestamp in the corner of the thumbnail, there's like a little black box with like how long the video is going to be. And I still do it. Sometimes I don't really think about it, but you can look back on some thumbnails. Even like some big YouTubers, and a lot of people still do this. They put text where the timestamp is, and obviously you can't really read the text. That's the no-no area. You don't want to do that. So basically the template I'm going to leave in the description will help you format your thumbnails a bit easier. So just leave that corner free, like put an image there or something. I mean, not even an image because that'll make it look weird, but like leave that blank basically and work around it. And also with my thumbnails, I could probably explain, this won't help at all, it's just what I do. I look through my thumbnails, and if I'm in the picture, if I'm on one side of one thumbnail, the next thumbnail I'll make sure I'm like on the opposite side, so it doesn't look, I don't know, it just makes it look a bit nicer in my opinion. You don't have to do that, it probably doesn't even look good, but for my channel I just prefer to do that. That's also a tip, maybe. And the next thing is, again, on thumbnails, I'm just gonna call this like the thumbnail advice video. When you finish editing or creating your image, whatever program you use, for me I use the website PicMonkey because I can't download or afford like Photoshop, and also because I have a MacBook. There's a program called Preview, and that also helps me to edit my pictures, like to make some images like transparent. So for example, I will take a screenshot of my face from this video when I edit it, and then I'll take the image and put it on Preview, and then I can make like the background transparent. That's really handy. If you have Photoshop, you can do the same thing on Photoshop, and it's probably a lot easier and less time consuming, so I just use those, and I use PicMonkey. Again, if you have Photoshop, it's probably best to use that. When you think you've finished creating your image, make sure, and it's really important that you do this, to zoom out. So you can see the little square of your thumbnail, because obviously that's what people are going to see when they look through YouTube and they look through your channel. They're not going to see the big image of your thumbnail, obviously. So it's very important to zoom out of the image, and you can read all the text. Obviously if you can't, you need to adjust the size. Maybe the font doesn't work. If you have like italics, that doesn't work, make it bold. Again, if you want another video for explaining this a bit better, and I can actually show you, maybe I can record the screen of my laptop of me actually editing a thumbnail, if you're interested, so you can see what I mean a bit better. Just make sure you zoom out so you can just see what your viewers are going to see, basically. Maybe some text doesn't work out, as I said, and maybe like just say the image of me in the thumbnail looks a bit off. I can adjust it so it looks better, so I can make the font bigger, maybe in one corner, so it's not all cramped. Just little details like that are really, really important. I mean, it's quite time consuming, can be kind of fidgety, but it's worth it in the end. Just make sure your text and fonts are readable. Highlighting keywords is also important, so you can have like, just say I use the same font for JelliVlogs in every thumbnail, so that keeps it concise as well. And use some keywords, so for example like Q&A, like the Q&A can be in bold, and font around it can be like a different text, italics, underlined, whatever. Mix it up, have fun, experiment. Make sure you like everything and it looks nice before you click save and before obviously you upload it to YouTube. And my last tip for this video, not about thumbnails this time, but basically it's just to interact with people. If you have people commenting on your videos, just make sure to give their comment a thumbs up, which you should do that to my video right now. Thank you. You can also like heart react to comments, so you can like them, heart react, and you can pin comments. If there's a comment that you like in particular, or like a helpful comment that's got some like information on it, whatever content you make, you can pin comments and just make sure you take your time to reply to comments. I'm quite bad at doing it, but I like to, when I have like a few comments that I've accumulated, I like to just spend some time, even like an hour and a half, just zooming through all the comments and just taking my time to reply to people and try to mix up your comments. So obviously if the comments are kind of similar, like, oh, great video, really enjoyed it, just subscribed, make sure like thank you is probably like the most common reply, but make sure you just mix up like, oh, thanks, hope you enjoyed it, thanks for stopping by, thank you for subscribing. So it's like, just don't say like thank you, and then mix up the emojis in your comments. So like you can put like this little emoji like, oh, thank you, and then a heart maybe if you want, or like a smiley face emoji. Mix up the replies to your comments. I think that's a really good idea, because interacting with your subscribers or people who comment will, I think, boost the algorithm. I think I read that somewhere, I'm not too sure if that's true, but I heard if you interact with your subscribers then it will help them, well, I mean, it's just nice, isn't it? It might help them want to stick around on your channel. If you're going to talk to them and interact with them, it'll probably make them want to stay and watch more of your content. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and I really hope these tips and tricks come in useful if you want to start your own channel. Again, this is going to be the start of a new little series, so I'm going to make some more videos obviously in the future. So let me know if you have anything that you want clearing up or advice on. Let me know in the comments below, and please let me know in the comments what we should name this series, because I don't really know quite yet. Jelly advice 101. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. It really helped me out. Make sure to leave a comment and also hit that notification bell, because I never say it. So if you haven't already and you want to get notified for whenever I did a James Charles there. If you want to get notified whenever I upload a video, make sure you hit that notification bell. And obviously, while you're here, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button to become a member of the JelliBean family. I would love to have you. And until my next video, make sure to stay safe and love yourself, love other people, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!